Welcome to Cold Brew Finance's U.S. End-of-Day Technology Deep Dive for Friday, August 15th, 2025. Today we'll cover market moves in technology, communications, and healthcare indexes, stocks, and ETFs. I'm your host, Ira Roth. Let's dive in. Tech-related indexes closed mostly lower today. The Nasdaq 100 fell 120 points to 23,712, while the Nasdaq Composite dropped 88 points to 21,623. The communications services sector bucked the trend, hitting a new all-time high at 401.20. Market breadth was mixed across tech indexes. The Nasdaq Composite showed weakness with 1,838 declining stocks versus 1,267 advances. The healthcare sector displayed strength with 605 advances outpacing 474 declines. Looking at returns, the healthcare sector leads this week, up 4.6%. The communications services sector shows strong momentum, gaining 3.8% month-to-date. Year-to-date, tech sectors maintain double-digit gains except healthcare. Among top tech performers, First Solar surged 11% to 199.95, while Enphase Energy gained 8.1%. Intel continued its winning streak, up 2.9% for its sixth consecutive positive close. On returns, Intel leads the week with a 23% gain. First Solar shows strong momentum, up 14.4% month-to-date. The trade desk remains challenged, down 55% year-to-date. Among decliners, Applied Materials dropped 14% to 161.75, breaking down after 3 days of flat trading. KLA fell 8.4%, while Lam Research declined 7.3%. Looking at returns, Applied Materials shows the steepest weekly decline at 12.5%. Despite today's losses, KLA and Lam Research maintain strong year-to-date gains above 37%. Technology ETFs were mostly lower today, with semiconductor funds leading the decline. The VanEck Semiconductor ETF fell the most, down 2% to 295.65. The QQQ and ProShares Ultra QQQ both showed sideways movement over the past 3 days, despite maintaining very strong positive trends. Year-to-date returns highlight the strength in semiconductor stocks, with the VanEck Semiconductor ETF leading the group with a 22% gain. The ProShares Ultra Short QQQ has declined over 44% during the same period, reflecting the strong upward momentum in tech stocks.
Looking at stocks in tech industries, I'm Sally Short. Alphabet and Meta platforms both rose modestly, while showing very strong positive trends. Amazon continued its upward streak for a fourth day. Microsoft and Apple both declined slightly, with Microsoft breaking downward after 3 flat days. Week-to-date returns show Amazon leading with a 3.7% gain, while Meta platforms advanced 2.1%. Microsoft has declined slightly this week. Year-to-date, Meta leads with a 34% return, while Apple is down 7.5%. In semiconductor stocks, SemiLEDs jumped 9.6%, while Daqo New Energy surged 8%. Mobix Labs rose 5.6%, breaking upward after 4 days of consolidation. Wolfspeed gained 3.8%, but remains in a strong downward trend. Week-to-date, SemiLEDs leads with a 12.3% gain, while Daqo New Energy is up 8.3%. Year-to-date returns show Illuma up an impressive 147%, while Wolfspeed has declined nearly 80%. In cloud computing, Twilio led gains with a 4.7% rise. Salesforce and Okta each advanced 3.8%. Cloudflare gained 2.8%, while maintaining a very strong positive trend. Week to date, Twilio leads cloud stocks with a 7.1% gain. Year-to-date, Cloudflare shows remarkable strength, up 87%, while Salesforce has declined 27%. In AI and robotics, Fanuc reached a new all-time high, rising 1.8%. Dynatrace gained 1.7%, while Yaskawa Electric added 1.5%. Boeing maintains a very strong positive trend. Month-to-date, Fanuc leads with an 11.5% gain. Year-to-date, Boeing has advanced 33%, while Yaskawa Electric has declined 18%. Thematic ETFs in AI and robotics showed strength today. Robotics and AI and automation, Bulltwalks and AI and robotics both display strong upward trends. AI and Innovation Fund broke its 4-day consolidation pattern with a modest gain. Year-to-date returns highlight AI and Innovation Fund, leading with a 17.3% gain. Nasdaq AI and Robotics and Pacer US Cash Cows growth follow with returns around 12%, showing consistent performance in the AI sector. Electric vehicle stocks showed mixed momentum today. NIO surged 8% with a very strong positive trend. Li Auto gained 1.8% despite showing signs of a strong downward trend. Rivian broke out of its recent consolidation pattern. In the EV sector's year-to-date performance, XPeng leads with a remarkable 66.7% return. NIO follows with a 10.3% gain, while Rivian shows a decline of nearly 8% for the year. Quantum computing stocks faced pressure today. TE Connectivity fell 2%, despite maintaining a very strong positive trend. IonQ extended its losing streak to 4 consecutive days. Honeywell broke down from its recent consolidation pattern. Looking at longer-term performance, TE Connectivity stands out with a 41.8% year-to-date return. Keysight Technologies shows modest gains of 1.7%, while Honeywell and IonQ both show slight year-to-date declines. Solar stocks surged dramatically today. Sunrun soared 32.8% amid strong volatility. Array Technologies jumped 25.3%, marking its 4th consecutive up-day. SolarEdge broke out of consolidation with a 17.1% gain. Year-to-date returns in solar show SolarEdge, leading with an impressive 121% gain. Sunrun follows with a 50.5% return, while Array Technologies has advanced 26.2%. Thematic ETFs in technology showed mixed performance today. WisdomTree Cloud Computing Fund led the group, rising 1.5% to 33.71. Despite a very strong negative trend, several cloud computing funds, including Fidelity Cloud Computing and Global X Cloud Computing, broke upward after 3 days of consolidation. Looking at weekly returns, Global X Cybersecurity ETF stands out with a 3.8% gain. Year-to-date, most cloud computing funds show negative returns, though First Trust Cloud Computing and the Cybersecurity ETF maintain slight positive performance, up 1.6% and 4.3% respectively.
And with that, we wrap up another end-of-day technology deep dive. I'm Ira Roth, along with my AI co-host Sally Short. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, share. Cold Brew Finance is an experimental project with market reports written, narrated, and delivered totally by AI, with market data kindly provided by financialmodelingprep.com. Always seek professional financial advice before making any investment decisions. Check into the channel daily for coverage of stocks, crypto, currency, and commodities. Thanks for watching.